Hi friends, welcome back to my channel on mathematical statistics and statistical softwares. In this video, I will explain about addition theorem of probability and some combinations and counting rules, all things related to addition theorem. Now we can go to introduction part. In the last lesson, we have studied the probability of an event in a random experiment as well as axiomatic approach formulated by Russian mathematician Kolmogorov and observed that probability as a function of outcomes of an experiment. This is the axiomatic approach of probability. We all before video we seen this. By now you know that the probability denoted by probability of an event A associated with the discrete sample space is the sum of the probabilities assigned to the sample point in A as discussed in axiomatic approach of probability. This is the formal axiomatic definition of probability. Moreover, in practical problems, write down the element of S and counting the number of cases favorable to a given event often become very sometimes not possible to count all elements. That time we can use general theorem, that is called addition theorem for probability. However, in such a situation, the computation of probability can be facilitated to a great extent by fundamental theorem of addition. This is addition theorem. In this lesson we discussed about addition theorem and some related things. Addition theorem having two types, that is with mutually exclusive, with not mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive means common points. There is no common points between two events. Now we can, before that going to addition theorem, we can see counting rules and combinations and permutations. Now you can see why we need counting rule. By observing, we says that sample space of throwing 3 dice has 216 entries. Sample space of throwing 4 dice has 1296 entries, and so on. We are getting large numbers and calculation is more difficult. That time we applying counting rule, we are getting easily. So at some point we have to stop listening and start thinking. So thinking is important in probability. Without thinking probability, we cannot do anything by doing by heart things like that. We need some counting rule. So first we have mn rule. Mn rule means multiplication. If an experiment is performed in two stages with m ways to accomplish the first stage and n ways to accomplish the second stage, then there are mn ways to accomplish. Now we can see the one simple examples also. The rule is easily extended to k stages. This is for n events. One example: toss 2 coins. The total number of simple events are 2 into 2. 2 square equal to 4. Now we can some more examples related to. See, this is coin. This is coin. Toss 3 coins. The total number of possible simple events are 2 cube is 8. This is all comes under mn rule. Toss 2 dice. This is die. 6 faces die. The total number of simple events are 36. If you toss 3 times, then you get 36 multiplied by 6 is 216. See, this is also one more example. Now we can go to the permutation. The number of ways you can arrange n distinct objects taking them r at a time is called permutation. This is the notation of permutation. NPR. This is formula n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. We all know that n part is formula for n factorial and 0 factorial is 1. Now we can see some simple example. How many 3 digital clocks combines can be made from the number of 4? 4 are 4 distinct objects, so there is 4p3 ways. 4p3 ways. Here you can see that. Well, understand. Here also one more example. A lock consists of 5 parts and can be assembled in any order. A quality control engineer want to test each order of for efficiency of assembly. How many orders are there? See, there is 5 factorial. For 5 is n, r is 5, r is 5. By applying formula we get 5 factorial. See, 120 you get answer. Now we can go to the combinations. The number of distinct combinations of n distinct objects that can be formed taking them r at a time. Here extra you get multiplied by r in combinations. In permutations only we have this much thing. Here r factorial is extra. Now you can see some examples. three members of a 5 persons committee. See, there is one committee, 5 persons are there. They need to formulate one committee by 3 members. How many subcommittees possible? Means 5c 3 ways. 5c 3 ways. See, 5c 3 ways is 10. See, this is also one example related to drawing samples from this. Now this is also this example related to cards. A deck card is 52 cards. Then what is also in many poker games, each player is dealt 5 cards from, as 5 means 53 to 5 ways. See. Now we can, one more example is that this is also related to cards, and this is also one more example related to, this is also cards. Now we can go to the relationships between. Up to now we deal with only one element, either probability of A or probability of B or probability complement, like this. Now we are going to the relationships. See, the beauty of using events rather than the simple event is that we can combine events to make others event using logical operations. Logical operations means and, or, not. And means intersection, or means union, not means complement or factorial. In probability we use complement. Now we can see one by one. Now we can take union of two events A and B is the event that either A or B or both. See, this is the notation for A union B. Now we can see the Venn diagram. See, this is A, this is my B. Total in the Venn diagram is A union B. See, this is A union B. Here S is sample space total. Now we can see for intersection of, intersection means and. See, this is Venn diagram A, this is Venn diagram for B. Total we get A intersection B here, this color. See, if events are mutually exclusive, intersection is 0. If there is no common point between A and B, like this, if mutually exclusive means events are like this, then there is no common point, so intersection is 0. The complement of an event A consists of all outcomes of the experiment that do not result in a. See, by observing Venn diagram you can understand. This is our sample space, this is my A. Now A complements means other than A. This all A total area related to A complement. Now you can see some examples. Select a student from the classroom and recorded his or her hair color and gender. See, A student has brown hair, student is female, student is male. See, we need to find this much, these all relations. What is the relationship between B and C? Means what is the relationship between female and male? Male is quite opposite to female, so here we get complement element. See, mutual exclusive B equal to C complement means this is quite opposite. Male quite opposite is female, so now what is the element? What is here? Second bit is A complement. Student has brown hair means student does not have brown hair. B intersection C. B intersection is not possible. See, students is both male and female is pi. B union C is possible. Student is either male and female. All students are sample space. Here we get intersection is not possible. Union is possible. Now you can see one more examples. Calculating probabilities for union and complements. See, there are special rules that will be allow you to calculate probabilities for composite events. This is, now we can see the addition theorem result. This is addition theorem result. Probability of A union B equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. See, this is diagrammatical representation. Now we can see one example. Suppose that there are 120 students in the classroom and it could be classified as follows. Males are 60, females are 60, and brown color hair brown color, not brown. We are defined as A is brown hair, probability of A brown having 50, male and female. 50 total is 120, so 50 by 120. Now I am taking B as a females. Females are 30 plus 30 is 60, 60 by 120. Now I need combined A intersection B. What is combined element for both? 30. brown color is combined element for both, so here I get 30 divided by 120. By solving I got 2 by 3. This is the one simple example related to addition rule. See one more example related to dice. See, red dice shows 1, green dice shows 1. Now see, I want one probability of a means here you get 6 intersection means 1, to totally 6 by 36, 6 by 36 and minus 1 by 36. Special case means here independent. When the two events A and B are mutually exclusive, then A intersection B is 0. If A intersection B is 0, then we get only probability of A plus probability of B only. Same problem we discussed before, we get here we do not get A intersection B values. See, females, I am taking A with a different object. Before that I will take A is brown color. Here I am taking A as a male with brown hair, female with brown hair. So 20, here I got 20, 30 by 120. So that the mutually exclusive intersection is 0, then I got 50 by 120. This is also one example related to dice. Dice add to 3 for A event, B dice add to 6 for B event. Now observing AB are mutually exclusive, then intersection is 0, then union we got this. Now we can see how we can calculate complement element. We know that for any event A intersection A complement is 0. See, this is my total area, A complement area, and this is A. Where is common point? So I got 0. Since either A or A complement must occur, union is 1. Here if we apply union, then total sample place probability is equal to 1. So that probability of A union A complement equal to probability of A plus probability of, here you get probability of A complement equal to 1 minus probability of A. This is final formula. We can see one example related to that. Select a student at a random from the classroom defined like this. Male and females. Females are 60 by 120 means females are 1 minus. Complement is 1 minus, probability is 1 minus 60 by 120, you got 60 by 120. Calculate, this is for intersection events. In the previous example we found probability of A intersection B directly from the table. Sometimes this is impractical or impossible. The rule for calculating A intersection B depends on the idea of independence. Yes, these are in details we can discuss in next video related to A intersection B and A combines A choose B. All things we can, Bayes rule, all things we can do on next video. This is just introduction to for independent events. Two events A and B are said to be independent if occurrence of other. This is related to definition. We can see all things in next video. Thank you for watching. If up to now you are not subscribing my channel, please subscribe.